All right, so the story right here is called Marvelous and the Marvelous Treasure. From the work, the completion, the Children's Stories Collection, 9. On a certain day, on a great and fine day, Marvelous, the king enormous, white emerald seven-winged squirrel, decided to go on a quest on that great and fine day. And Marvelous flew through the sky to a place far away, to a great mysterious place far, far away. And then it happened. Something caught Marvelous's eye. Just off of an enormous coast, something caught Marvelous's eye. It was a glow, something Marvelous had never seen before, a glow like none other that Marvelous had ever seen before. For this glow was special, for this glow was rich, for this glow was a treasure, and Marvelous, the king enormous white emerald, seven-winged squirrel, had never seen a treasure like this. But in the midst of the treasure, there was an enormous viper with many tails, too many tails to count, and on each tail an attack he could mount. And immediately a fight began, for the enormous viper, with too many tails to count, attacked with his tails, almost striking Marvelous the king, enormous emerald, almost striking Marvelous the king, enormous white emerald seven-winged squirrel, with the attack from the enormous viper with too many tails. And the two fought back and forth for many, many days, until Marvelous came up with a plan after the fighting between the two for many, many days. Marvelous transformed into an enormous man giant with a great and mighty power. And with the great and mighty power, Marvelous, the now enormous man giant, did subdue the enormous viper with too many tails to count, vanquishing the viper until the viper was no more, nevermore, forever and evermore. And then it happened. The entire enormous coast transformed into one great treasure forevermore. When the entire enormous coast transformed, too many different colored diamonds and emeralds to count covered the entire enormous coast forever and evermore. And there, Marvelous made yet another kingdom on the enormous coast, where Marvelous transforms into whatever he chooses forevermore. So the story right there is called Marvelous and the Marvelous Treasure. From the work, the completion, the Children's Stories Collection, 9, by Robert Smith III.